In September, City Council passed General Ordinance 6614 rezoning certain properties on South Lone Pine. A timely referendum petition regarding that ordinance was submitted to the city clerk, who certified that the petition had sufficient signatures. When a referendum petition is certified, the city charter states that City Council must first vote whether to repeal the ordinance that is the subject of the petition. If City Council does not repeal the ordinance, the charter states City Council should call an election to submit the question of whether to approve the ordinance to the voters. Council Bill 2020-291, if approved, would repeal General Ordinance 6614 in its entirety. If City Council does not approve that bill, it must consider Council Bill 2020-292, which would call a special election on August 3rd, 2021, to submit whether the ordinance should be approved to the voters. The city, as this is just a historical note, the city has not had a certified referendum petition on a zoning ordinance since 2013. In that case, City Council voted to place the referred ordinance on the ballot. However, the property owner filed a lawsuit to enjoin placement of the ordinance on the ballot, which was granted by the circuit court on the grounds that the city charter's referendum process conflicted with procedural requirements of state zoning law. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Questions for Ms. Lozita, Mr. Hollis?
Yeah, that case that you're referring to in 2013, is that the Life 360 case?
Yes, it is.
And have we had any changes in the charter or state zoning law since then?
No.
So do we anticipate, based on that court case, that our charter is likely inconsistent with state zoning law?
That has certainly been the city's position since the mid-1990s, that our charter is inconsistent both with state zoning law and with the two different parts of the charter are inconsistent with each other. So, you know, how a court will rule on that is always difficult to predict, but in the Life 360 case, the court did enjoin the city from putting the issue on the ballot.
And so when you say the judge enjoined the city, does that mean the judge ruled that the referendum couldn't be used for zoning?
Yes, the judge stated in his judgment that he believed that the city's charter was inconsistent with state zoning law. Therefore, he did not think that the referendum process described by the city charter was available for zoning cases, and he enjoined the city from placing the referendum issue on the public ballot.
Okay, but to be, I guess to be clear in my mind, to your knowledge, nothing has changed in the legal realm with our charter or the state law since that 2013 case?
Nothing that I'm aware of.
Thank you.
Other questions for Ms. Luziger? Mr. Hosmer?
Rhonda, just to be clear, though, the Life 360 case was not a contested case. In other words, both sides basically agreed. Isn't that true?
Yes, it's both sides did take both the property owner and the city took the position that the charter referendum process was inconsistent with state law. The city had been taking that position since the mid-1990s.
So that wasn't really an independent decision by the judge. He basically adopted a decision by the parties.
I don't know about the reasoning of the judge. All I can say is that the parties did not disagree that the charter was inconsistent with state law.
Well, but our charter, we're all sworn to we take our oath to swear to uphold the Constitution and the charter of the city of Springfield, and that is in the charter that this would go to a vote of the people if it's not repealed. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Are there other questions? Thank you. Are there scheduled speakers?
Yes, sir, and we have 8 scheduled speakers, so in compliance with City Council policy, we will be allotting 3 minutes for each speaker.
Yes, thank you. 3 minutes will be the time limit per council policy, so I